Hello there, Mike MC, bringing you the self-care video. Today I'm going to share with you number 183 of the Catechism with respect to having faith and the baptism work together. And so from a Catholic perspective, I'll share with you this idea that, okay, we are going to be baptized in the name of the Lord, in God's image. We are going to be saved and renewed from original sin. The sin from our first parents of Adam and Eve, who bit off the apple from the tree of knowledge, and now we know too much, and now being aware, now we are falling into sin because we are so aware of so many actions and deeds. But the thing is, before I go further, considering this idea, okay, from this knowledge, now, do you fall into doubt or hope with what you know now, and to have faith that there is a redemption for all of us? And I think these are some big questions to answer and to look at. And so I'll share with you number 183 of the Catechism and see where we go in today's video. And so faith is necessary. 183 states, for salvation, the Lord himself affirms, he who believes and is baptized will be saved, but he who does not believe will be condemned. And so I think of all these other quotations, all these other metaphors. Think of sports. You could be the most talented player on the team, but if you don't believe in your ability, then what good are you to the team? Because someone who is less talented than you, who does believe in their skills and abilities, can outperform you, score more touchdowns, be an all-star, because they are using their abilities to the best they can do, that they know that they're capable of. And the thing is, you and I have that same capacity to believe, but the thing is here, given what you've been given, what are you going to do with the skills and put them to good use? How are you going to make them work for yourself and other people? And you look at other situations, look at other metaphors, and you think, okay, if I'm going to push myself to believe in something that may not be true or not true, do I have hope that it can be? See, if I just get to the other side of the field, if I just push myself around that defender, maybe I'll be open to catch the football. Maybe I'll be able to outrace my opponent to score. Maybe I could get around the corner and make that touchdown because I had a little bit of a gumption, a little bit of a hope that I can get around that defense and score. And now there's something you got to think about. See, it comes back to your willingness to believe, that cleverness, having that hope that it can happen, but then to really say to yourself, okay, if I'm going to believe in my salvation, I got to hope that what was given to me was true. Given to me, you, was wonderful. And so from the Catholic perspective, right, we want to go through the sacrament of baptism, so that way when you're baptized, you're saved from original sin because you're renewed into the image and likeness of God with your abilities, because he loves you the way you were made. But then think of this, for those of you outside of the Catholic perspective, he loves us, right? He loves you and I. He wants us to find that redemption. And so there are other ways to be baptized. See, from the Catholic perspective, more than just water, there's the baptism of being martyred. It is a baptism of blood in the sense that, okay, I stood up for truth. I passed away because I gave my life for what I believed was a true cause, and now I'll go to heaven. And that is a real thing of baptism, to give your life for something greater than what you know, that you hope is true, but you know it's there, and I'm going to give my life for this cause. And that is the baptism of blood. And so there are other ways to be baptized, I would argue, that are beyond what we know. So yes, we know the baptism of water, the baptism of blood from the Catholic perspective, but are there other ways of going through that? And I think there is, in the sense that, okay, stand up for truth, you stand up for somebody, you give your life for somebody, right? Maybe you didn't die, but maybe you gave up a position for somebody to succeed. You gave up something so that others can succeed because you knew in your ability you can help someone in that moment. You could help someone overcome a negative situation, to get out of a terrible place. And to me, when you give that lifeline, when you give that get out of jail free card, when you give that person that opportunity to get away from a horrible place, to me, that is a reflection that you are working for someone greater, working for someone who is fueling you with energy. And that's the thing. If you don't believe in that fuel, you don't believe in that grace that you're given to help other people, what good are your gifts if you're not believing in what's been given to you is true and authentic? You see this with relationships and all that. See, you are beautiful, I'm beautiful, but then yet we're afraid to ask people out. A beautiful girl, another beautiful guy in our communities, etc., because we're afraid of our own unique beauty. We're afraid that we will disappoint other people because we don't believe we're beautiful enough. We're not enough. We're not enough. or not enough, the self-beauty. And so it goes back to this idea as well, to trust in your beauty, to trust that what you've been building for yourself is true, authentic, and that you are beautiful. And so when you find that beauty in yourself and your abilities, and you can acknowledge and respect that, it is a wonderful thing to now move freely, to move forward. And it is hard to accept that beauty because we'll always have critics. And the thing is to face a criticism with faith and hope that the other people recognize that yes, you will learn from your mistakes and move forward, but that the other people recognize too that you do have a goal in mind. You know where you're going, and you pray and hope that they will understand one day that you understood your mission and that they would come to accept that mission in their lives also. But that's the thing. We go through life and we move forward. Don't give up on your beauty. Don't give up on who fuels you, that energy, the grace, the joy, the love, the oxygen, the food we breathe, all those good habits come into play. Be true to yourself. Live a healthy life and as best you can. And when you break free of negative habits for a positive one, it's a beautiful thing. And when you fall back into a negative habit, don't give up. Find that self-beauty. Find that foundation that built you up in the first place, and help others find their foundations as well, so that way they can grow moving forward. And you and I can be game changers for the world. We can do this. We can help other people. All right, everyone. Hope this video finds you well with 183. I hope this one is good. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to help clients. I'm going to move forward. And to always remember, you and I, let's have faith that we can obtain that truth, trust in the beauty that we have within us, and that whoever's feeling that beauty, whether you're Catholic, not Catholic, whatever perspective, you find that self-beauty in you and myself, and we're going to move forward and not be afraid when we ask somebody out, because we recognize our beauty is authentic, and if the person doesn't appreciate it, we'll move on, and maybe we will find someone who appreciates their beauty. Just things to consider. All right, everyone. Hope this video finds you well. Take care. Have a good one.